The Pharmacology and Toxicology graduate program at the University of Louisville in Louisville, Kentucky has a long history. We issued our first graduate degree in 1937, and as of today, we've issued 348 graduate degrees. When you graduate with a degree in both pharmacology and toxicology, which is really quite a unique thing about our program because we're one of only probably 12 programs in the nation that allow you to get a degree in both pharmacology and toxicology. When a student enters our program, they first choose a lab. We have people in our program that are considered primary faculty as well as secondary faculty, totaling over about 60 faculty members whose labs that you can join. And these areas of research are very diverse, from neurotoxicology, cannabinoid research, cancer biology, environmental toxicology, metals toxicology, a wide range of topics that students can do research in. The first 2 years are where they do all their coursework. You take major courses in pharmacology and toxicology, as well as courses in biochemistry, cell biology, physiology, scientific writing, statistics. When you're done your coursework, you do what's called advanced to PhD candidacy. And your research is really intensive after that. It's mainly research after that, whereas before candidacy, you're doing research and coursework. And at that point, students really focus on doing their research for their PhD dissertation, which they defend at the end of 4 or 5 total years in the program. Our students graduate with degrees and go on to have careers in industry, in the government, with the EPA, with the National Cancer Institute, at NIH, doing postdoctoral fellowships at academic institutions all over. Our students have gone on to get faculty positions in academia, and to start up companies actually in pharmacology. So our students have had a lot of successes and we're very proud of our alumni.
The Pharmacology and Toxicology program at the University of Louisville is a combined program that starts out with students taking blended coursework in toxicology and pharmacology. Then after 2 years of courses, they start into their research program where they choose either a toxicology direction or a pharmacology direction. In my case, my expertise is in toxicology, which is the study of how things poison biological systems. The cool thing about toxicology is that it's an apex science. It sits on top of the other sciences. So you have to use all of the various disciplines that you would use in other fields. So the students that come into this program are students who are really looking to solve significant problems. They kind of want to be detectives in a science setting to try to understand what is a chemical doing to poison either people or the environment or perhaps animals. So one of the things you may not be aware of is that when you're a graduate student in a biomedical program, typically the university is going to pay for the first 2 years of your education, both the tuition and pay you a stipend. One of the strengths of the UofL program is that we have what's called a T32 training grant that's funded by the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences.
As a graduating student here at the University of Louisville, I have found that there are a number of programs that have really helped me accelerate and prepared me to graduate and become an independent researcher. One of those being the T32 program, which is sponsored by the NIEHS. And this program has allowed trainees to participate and explore different avenues throughout the toxicology portion of the program. It provides funding for the 3rd and 4th year of your program, and that therefore allows you to really concentrate on your research, knowing that you have funding and also the resources available to you. One of the great things here at University of Louisville is the collaboration between the T32 program and the Superfund program. And what this is it allows trainees from both programs to have access to resources and opportunities they might not otherwise have. There are seminars that are combined. There are also professional development opportunities and opportunities to work with other trainees in research areas you might not otherwise have discovered.
Seven years ago, Dr. David Hine invited me to play a role as a curriculum coordinator of the R25 Cancer Education Program. And you're probably wondering, where is she going with this and how is this going to increase my chances to attend graduate school? The R25 Cancer Education Program will position you to partner with a faculty member that's engaged in clinical, basic, or translational research. In addition, you will work very closely with me as well as other faculty members that I collaborate with so that you can hone in on some career enhancement and professional development skills. You will learn how to enhance your scientific writing and oral presentation skills. You will have an opportunity to participate in some really cutting-edge programming that will allow you to network with faculty, graduate students, postdocs, and even clinicians. And you will have the opportunity to participate in a summer research program that will give you a competitive edge to attend graduate school here.
Another unique component to the UofL program is that we have the capacity to study medicine and toxicology from a One Health perspective. And what a One Health perspective is an international movement to understand that health is interconnected. If you walk around and talk to people who do research, sometimes you talk to people who do human health, and some people do animal health, and other people may do ecosystem health. And from a certain vantage point, that looks like there's 3 different healths. But really, there's only one health, and that we all share it. Humans, animals, ecosystems, we all share the same health. And one of the things we're able to do at the University of Louisville is study the interconnectedness of health, be it humans, animals, ecosystem, even plants.
At the University of Louisville, our students have access to modern research facilities. In fact, the building that we're in right now is called the Clinical Translational Research Building. It's only about 10 years old, and it's extremely modern. We have core facilities and common equipment on every single floor. Pretty much anything you need to do, you can do in this building without even leaving. In addition to our building, we have students that do research in other buildings on campus that have access to core facilities that are available to them through our Environmental Toxicology Program grant that was just awarded. Several different large COBRA grants that are awarded to establish areas of research focus in alcohol research, in cancer immunology, dental, oral health. So our students have access to a lot of expertise on this campus to help them ensure that they're doing top-notch research.
So, why would you love to come to the University of Louisville? Well, number one, the research environment is highly collaborative. Number two, you will have an opportunity to participate in our summer research program that will give you a competitive edge for your career. We welcome you, we invite you to apply to graduate school at the University of Louisville in the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology.
If a student is very interested in identifying a target and developing a drug for that target, and then learning how to take that drug target and that drug candidate from the bench all the way to the bedside, and do that as part of their lifelong career, this is the program for the student, because they're going to learn every step of the way how to do that process and do it in a way that also, on the other side of the equation, limits the toxicity effects of these drugs, looks for toxic effects of drugs. If you're interested in environmental toxicology, Louisville is one of the biggest places in the nation as far as environmental toxicology and expertise in that area. Our students come here, they're happy when they're here. They graduate in, on average, 4 to 5 years with a PhD, and they go on to get really good jobs and be very successful.
I recommend coming to the University of Louisville because, first off, we have world-class faculty, state-of-the-art facilities, and outstanding research going on here. Our research ranges from studying molecules all the way up to human populations. You can do work in the laboratory, you can work in the clinics. You can also work with whales, sea turtles, and alligators. And there aren't too many medical students where you can work on patients and wildlife at the same time.
I'm an MD PhD student here at the University of Louisville, a recent pharmacology toxicology graduate. I earned my PhD last year, and I am now continuing on to finish the rest of my med school degree. And I was very fortunate because I had the chance to work here as an undergrad. And during that time, I was able to learn how research functioned here at the University of Louisville. I saw the laboratory spaces that were available. They are all open laboratory spaces, so you get to interact with a lot of different students and faculty here, and it's a great way to share ideas.
The Pharmacology and Toxicology program here at the University of Louisville has prepared me for the next steps in my career. Become an independent researcher. The faculty and staff from day one have been supportive and also encouraging, providing opportunities and pathways that have extended into my next steps. I couldn't think of a better place to go to pursue my career.